Good morning and welcome to 1 Million Cups. Wow, look at all of you. All right, you're all just jacked up on lemonade. Come on, right? If you haven't had the sample out there yet, just do it now. You don't need to listen to me. It's really some next level lemonade going on up there. My name's Evan Anderson. I'm with Gizmonics. I get to be your MC today. Welcome to 1 Million Cups. Any newcomers in the audience today? We've got one, two. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I think you're going to enjoy it. All right, so we will just do a couple of housekeeping things here. One, MC has an app, and if you have it, get checked in, please. Lets us know who's here. Also, if you don't have the app, get the app and then check in. Okay, special thanks to all of the sponsors that support us. Let us do what we do here. It doesn't take much, but we do need to pay for coffee and rent and those sorts of things. And we really appreciate their support and that they understand how special this is. What is 1 Million Cups? Since we have some new people, we can go through this. So basically what we are, a free program. We get an entrepreneur, sometimes two, up on this stage, talk about their journey, tell us where they're at, maybe what some of their challenges are, gives us an opportunity to give them some feedback, maybe ask some hard questions, and maybe share some contacts, help them out a little bit, help them, give them a leg up, let them do what they want to do. So the big takeaway here is, can we change the face of our entrepreneurial community over 1 million cups of coffee and lemonade? So at the end, we're going to have Q&A, and we're going to be able to ask these folks some questions and get some more information. Ask them in person. For anybody that's live streaming out there, you can put them in the chat on Facebook, or you can hashtag tweet 1MCND and ask your question that way. If you're in the audience, raise your hand. We'll have a mug runner. There's a microphone in this mug. We should have filled it with lemonade today. And I think Peter's going to be the mic runner today, so he'll bring you the mic and you can ask your question. So, any community announcements this morning? I think we've got a few. So, let's mark it. Somebody, yes. I'll just give you this mic.
Morning, everybody. I'm Jan with Biz Market. So I'm here to tell you about one of our favorite weekends of the year. So on top of all of the normal things that you'll find at your community farmers market on Saturday mornings, this weekend we will have our kids market, where we waive the vendor fee for any vendor under the age of 18 to kind of bolster and foster all the entrepreneurial stuff. So kids are busy making and baking and growing. So this weekend we've got about 15 kid vendors who will be there, on top of all of the yoga and the food trucks and all of that. So I'm inviting all of you to Kiwanis Park from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. For Biz Market and the Kids Market. So tell your friends, or better yet, bring them with. Thanks.
Wow. All these great opportunities for kids. All right. Kate.
Hey everybody, Kate from the Downtowners. Not an event for kids, but if you have kids, an event you might want to go to. Beer and Boutiques is Thursday, so tomorrow, 4:30 to 8:30. We still have a handful of tickets left if you want to grab some. We also have some Bismarck Cancer Center supporter tickets. For the extra $10 goes to the Bismarck Cancer Center. 16 locations, 16 different beer samples or seltzer samples, like hard seltzer samples, as well as 16 awesome local businesses that you can support. So hope to see you, and yeah, don't bring your kids, I guess, is what I'm saying.
And I don't know if we have anybody from Rama here. Mandy is not here. This is, I know she's probably preparing for this. So, Beautiful Wholeness. There's some information there that I think she shared last week or so. So it's an event happening on the 7th from 9:30 to 5:30. So ramateam.com. I think those two do a really amazing job.
Cool. Hi, good morning, everybody. Good to see you here at 1 Million Cups. If you haven't sampled the lemonade, I think it's already been said, you should try that before you leave. My name is Lake Anani. I am one of the lead organizers for TEDx Bismarck, and gosh darn it if it's not next week. So August 12th, Bismarck Event Center, we've got 9 speakers coming to share their ideas worth spreading. We've also got some very exciting activities during the break, including an art vending machine. So if you're curious about art and you appreciate the artists we have in town, maybe they're not hanging up in the Capitol Gallery, this vending machine is where you can probably see some of them and also afford to bring them home with you. Tickets are on sale, like I said, TEDxBismarck.com. You can also find them on Eventbrite. $75 will get you into optional morning adventures from 10 to 11:30. A full day of speakers, like I mentioned, from 1 to 5. And then an after party with free food, free drinks, and great music and conversation at First International Bank and Trust. So go out, grab your tickets, and join us next Thursday.
Thank you, Lakin. We've got one more.
I didn't put a slide together because this came around last night. I was running through the garden and went, wow, I have a lot of stuff. So please, on your way out, as you're grabbing your sample of lemonade, please take home a zucchini, a cucumber. We've got some basil. Kate brought something that's a green leaf, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm kidding. I think it's basil. But please help yourself. We're gonna connect over 1 million zucchini. All right.
Thank you, Shania. Anybody else? Also, it is National Be Someone Day. I know we always like to talk about what National Day it is. So we looked into that a little further, and the idea there is that you take 10 seconds today to make the difference in a child's life. And I thought that was kind of appropriate today. So see what you can do to celebrate that today. Gosh, I think with that, when I saw the date coming up for this, I really, really wanted to MC this because lemonade stands are near and dear to my heart. That was my first business, as it is, I think, a lot of people's first business. Kind of a long time ago, but in fact, lemons had just been invented. Yeah, old-fashioned lemonade. It was new then. It was, yeah. So, but anyway, fact remains that was my first entrepreneurial adventure too of many. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring Christina from the Bismarck Chamber EDC, and she's going to tell us all kinds of good stuff.
Clicker.
You've got
Clicker.
your mic. Clicker? Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you to 1 Million Cups for having us. We love the opportunity to be here and talk about Lemonade Day. So, as Evan just said, his first business was a lemonade stand. By show of hands, who in years past put up a lemonade stand? A lot, yeah. So mine too. I can remember distinctly putting up a stand, making about $8 and thought I was rolling in dough, right? Awesome. But you will see through our presentation that lemonade stands today are a lot different through this program. So who are we? Us three here. My name is Christine Nelson. I am the event and sales manager at the Bismarck Mandan Chamber EDC, as well as one of the city directors for Lemonade Day.
Yeah, and my name is Josie Smyle. I'm the events coordinator for the Bismarck Mandan Chamber EDC, and I am a city director for Lemonade Day as well.
And I am Jared Shoults. I was asked to be the city champion by Christine this year. She saw our videos for Grand Junction, Laughing Sun, and Craftgate. We do a lot of creative stuff on social media. And easy cause to get behind, all about supporting young entrepreneurship, and excited to support the cause.
So what is Lemonade Day? Lemonade Day is an educational program that connects youth to entrepreneurship. The program teaches kids how to start, own, and operate your own business by a lemonade stand. It teaches kids business skills as well as just real life skills. The thing I want to stress most is that this program is completely free.
Where is Lemonade Day? Lemonade Day is everywhere throughout North America and Bermuda. It's in over 100 cities. A fun fact that I learned was that in 2007, when Lemonade Day began, they started in one city, which was Houston, Texas. And at that time, they had 2,700 participants. And to this day, there's over 1 million participants throughout North America and Bermuda.
So the program, you just heard Josie say that the headquarters of Lemonade Day is in Houston, Texas. And headquarters has done an excellent job setting up this program to make it as easy as possible to learn. The program has 4 modules, as you can see: set a goal, make a plan, work the plan, and achieve your dreams. Under each of those modules are different bullet points for kids to get the very most out of each module. So, as many of you know, events take a lot of planning, and our events for Lemonade Day and the program itself takes a lot of time. So, planning for a June event, we usually start in December. There's a long list here of what we all do. This isn't quite all of it, but these are our big points. We do have to gain some sponsorships for dollars. We get our city champion. We get on the TV, the radio, social media, get the word out. Luckily this year, because of COVID last year, we weren't able to talk to youth groups or schools, but this year we were. And this year we were able to obtain a partnership with Camp Adventure. So many schools throughout Bismarck-Mandan did this program as well. So, of course, much more to planning than just this.
Our kickoff event. So that was on Saturday, May 15th at the Dakota Zoo. We had a lot of fun at this event. We saw a lot of kids. Christine had the fun idea of getting fun hats. You can see her in her parrot hat up there. And then you can go to the next slide.
Yep.
What is kickoff? So our kickoff event is when we basically start all the fun activities for Lemonade Day. So kids that are already registered come to the Dakota Zoo and pick up their backpack and their Lemonade Day t-shirt. Or if kids aren't registered, then they can register in person at the Dakota Zoo and receive their supplies as well. In the backpack is many different things, their entrepreneur workbook, the guide for mentors, and then many different things from sponsors, such as an MDU coloring book, and Dakota Zoo also included a free pass to the zoo for the children.
Alrighty. So the best tasting contest this year we did Saturday, June 12th. It was at the Mandan YMCA. The tasting contest is a great way to promote young entrepreneurship, and that's what we're all about, is showing kids that it's possible. This isn't like some out there idea. It's to inspire youth, like, hey, you can do this. You can just create your own business plan, come up with a creative name, and make some money. And also maybe spend it, save it, share it with other people as well. Nyla was the first place winner. That's the person out there that you're tasting that beautiful lemonade from. Yep. Shout out to Nyla. She was really creative, and she had awesome fresh fruit mixed in there, which was really cool. Mango was my favorite one. I think I tried them all. But we're going to bring her up later, and then you guys can ask her some questions as well. It was also cool to give all the participants, I brought some Grand Junction cookies as big as your face. It's a free cookie coupon, so, had to give everyone that came out there, because it's tough to go out there and, get judged. And, some of the judges were very tough. I was a little bit lenient, but yeah, it's just cool, to see the creativity and see the plan, all the planning that went into it. And it's really cool to see young people getting after it.
Just to add, we did feature each of the first, second, and third place winners on our Lemonade Day Facebook page. So they got even more recognition after the fact and leading up towards Lemonade Day.
And then KFYR also interviewed all the winners as well. Yeah. So a little bit more promotion for them as well.
Yeah. Yep. So Lemonade Day was Saturday, June 19th. This is just about 4 pictures of 300 that we probably took that day. You can see, I always like to point this out, The lemon heads. These are our mascots for a lemonade day. Lemmy is the boy mascot, and the girl there is Lemon Drop, and Lemon Drop is his kid sister. So Lemonade Day, this is that one day where kids are encouraged to set up their stand and promote their business. This year, as well as last year, the Chamber EDC staff, as well as some sponsors, got together early in the morning, and we did a caravan visit to 3 stands in Bismarck and 3 stands in Mandan. And it was so fun to see about 10 different cars pull up to each and every stand, and the kids' faces seeing 10 cars just come all at once was really cool.
The results from this year's Lemonade Day. So this year we had about 475 participants in Lemonade Day compared to about 200 last year. So it was a huge increase. The points that I wanted to point out that stuck out to me from Lemonade Day was the average amount that the children shared was almost $100, and almost 90% of the participants met their goal.
So a little bit different than my $12 back in 1990.
All right, so wrapping up Lemonade Day 2021. So as you can see over there, Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and then also a bike. So when they shared their business results, their email was automatically entered so they could win a bike and then also be entered to win Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award, which is really cool. One of the big things of the Lemonade Day program is to encourage kids to spend a third, save a third, and share a third. So I think that's a great business practice to teach any young kid is, spend a little bit, have a little spending money for yourself, save a little bit for the future, and then also share and give back to the local community.
So with every event, we want to make it bigger, better, and greater than next year. So we are changing a few things for 2022. So big changes that are coming is the kickoff event that was usually in May. We're actually moving that to late June. And then historically, Lemonade Day has always been on Father's Day weekend. And coming up in 2022, we are moving that into July, the end of July. What we found is that Father's Day weekend is obviously very special to many people, and camping and being with family. So many people many kids weren't able to set up that stand on that weekend. So we're gonna try to switch it up, see what happens, and hopefully have it grow. The other cool part about this is that I was in contact with Dickinson, the Lemonade Day in Dickinson, and they would like to switch it as well. So we are gonna have a really great partnership to get the word out and hopefully make it always in July from now on. So, of course, always more information out there than just us. You can go to our Facebook page, also our website, or you could call Jared. He knows so much now. Or you could just call the Bismarck Mandan Chamber EDC, ask for Josie or myself, and we would love to have coffee with you. If you'd like to get involved through sponsorship or a mentor, or you have a niece or a nephew or your own child who would like to get involved, we would love to have them. So, the most anticipated part about this presentation, we want to keep it brief because Nyla is so special. Nyla Moore, she was our first place winner at the 2021 Best Tasting Contest. She's 9 years old. She's going into the 4th grade. She's going to Dorothy Moses Elementary School. She loves being creative and doing arts and crafts. You can see here is Nyla at the Best Tasting Contest, and of course her prize there as well. So why don't we give a hand and bring up Nyla.
So I have a couple questions that I'm going to ask Nyla so you guys can hear from her a little bit before we do Q&A. So my first question for you is, what was the name of your lemonade business?
It was a Nyla's Sweet and Sassy Lemonade.
How much did your lemonade cost this year?
It cost $2
$2?
for each lemonade.
Okay. How much money did you make?
I made it $305.
Wow. And I have one more question for you. What did you do with all of that money?
I gave some to the soup kitchen. I saved some for my college, and I spended some.
Cool, great. Everyone give a hand and nod a lot.
So, questions?
Here.
Steal one of these microphones. Thank you. Let's see. How can we do
Yeah.
this? I guess you guys can share. Okay. We are asking. Wow. That's bright. Okay. Round of applause for these guys. That's so cool. Okay. We got Peter on the mic. So if you've got a question, throw up a hand. And I see some hands going up already. And we'll learn some more good stuff.
Hello. This question is for Nyla. I want to know what your favorite part of this whole process was.
It was really, I don't know about that.
Did you like making your lemonade, selling it, seeing all your customers?
I actually liked all of them.
All of it? Good, good.
Did you have a least favorite part?
No.
Look at that. All right, Janya.
I'm going to give Nyla a break here for a second. So I know you mentioned the curriculum actually comes out of a national program. What's the role of, how much of it is kid-led? What's the role of the adult? And then who do you get to play that role? Is it usually the parent, or is it an entrepreneur, a business mentor? Just a little tiny bit about how that is structured.
Yeah, so I think Josie had mentioned that there's two guides. There's one for the mentor and one for the entrepreneur themselves. And for the mentor, it can be anyone. It could be an aunt, an uncle, your parent, your grandma, your grandpa. We even have a list of business people in Bismarck-Mandan who are willing to be a mentor if a child, maybe their parent is working or just can't sit at a lemonade day stand. So we do have mentors who are willing to step up and do that. But I think your question, I hope I'm answering this. It is 50-50. So the guides really help each mentor and each entrepreneur go through the program as educational based as it can be. Yeah.
Well, I think it's so cool that the Chamber's taking a lead in this. You've hit on it a couple of times in a couple of different ways, but what all ways can people get involved? I know there's sponsorship opportunities and some of the mentor, just to give these folks kind of an idea if they look at this and say, wow, I want to support this, what are all the different ways that might happen?
Yeah, sponsorship, of course, opportunities. We have 3 different levels of sponsorships. You can be a mentor, you can get your own child or niece, nephew involved. But also, if you're a business and we have safe stand locations. So meaning if we have a list of places in Bismarck-Mandan that are deemed safe, and any entrepreneur can reach out to that business and say, hey, I'm looking for a place to set up my stand. And so if you have a safe stand or a location that's safe and you're willing to be there on that day and make sure it's safe, that's also a great way to get involved.
Yeah, for example, we had stands at Grand Junction last couple of years, and that's great for the young entrepreneurs too because they get a lot of traffic. So if you're at anywhere, a grocery store, a restaurant, anywhere that has high traffic, you're automatically going to get a whole bunch of customers walking up in it. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stands at businesses, and I've often thought that's just brilliant, in terms of exposure for the entrepreneur, and that's super. Kate?
Yeah. I want to know, Jared, what you spent your money on from your first lemonade stand. What'd you buy?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably just reinvested it in myself and bought some more lemons and just grew the operation.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that.
Wow. Okay. Scaling up. I love it. And Nyla, you sold a whole bunch of lemonade. Who was your best customer? Was it kids? Did you see a certain person that was just coming to that lemonade stand? Parents? Who was it?
It was probably our neighbor's stepdad. He comes over a lot. He maybe I think gets 20 cups of lemonade. So he's probably the best person.
So Nyla, another question for you. I believe you said earlier this was your third, when we were talking, this is was your third time participating in this. How has your stand changed in 3 years? Did you always have as many flavors? Have you added flavors? How has that progressed?
We added 3 flavors. Yep, and we're hoping to do more, like a dragon fruit one, a watermelon one, a raspberry one. So different kinds.
Wow. Has it always had fruit in it? Is that something you've done from the beginning, or was that new this year?
From the beginning.
Man, it's like a beverage and a snack.
Nyla, I'm curious how you came up with the name for your lemonade stand.
Sometimes I'm sweet, sometimes I'm sassy, and my name is Nyla.
Fair enough.
I'm glad we got the sweet Nyla today.
I do have another question for Jared, though. Can you talk a little bit more about being the champion, the city champion? Is that what the role is called, and what that involves, and maybe your pitch to somebody who might be interested in doing that next year?
Yeah, for sure. So a city champion, I was super happy to be asked to be that. Basically, I would say it's basically host. So I did all the radio commercials, the TV commercials, really just tried to get the word out about Lemonade Day. And then I was at the kickoff event, the tasting. I was a judge at the tasting event, so that was really cool getting involved. I could ask the young entrepreneurs questions, learn a little bit more about how they came up with their idea, their business plan, etc. So that was really cool. And then also I rolled around with the caravan on the day and basically just supported, made sure to buy a bunch of lemonade and snacks from everybody. And yeah, just generally basically just hosting and just being involved, being a part of it. It was easy if anyone's looking for it out there. Like basically you might have to talk on the mic a few times, do a couple TV commercials, but for the most part it was really, really fun and couldn't be more happy to be a part of this event.
Jared also was so amazing. We came up with a coloring sheet that he gave out at Grand Junction, Laughing Sun, and Craftcade. So any kids that did come in or during the Kid Day was able to grab one of those coloring sheets. And it featured Lemmy, the lemon drop, and there was coloring crayons. And he was wonderful and handed out thousands of those, I'm pretty sure.
We still have a whole bunch of them hanging up at our Bismarck Grand Junction store too, but it was a cool way to get kids involved. Hey, color this sheet, and then also, hey, if you want to sign up and get a lemonade stand going.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right,
back
Evan,
here.
right here. I got a question for Nyla. All right. Have you continued to do your stand throughout the summer beyond Lemonade Day? And also, are you still doing it up until school so we could stop by and get another cup before school starts?
Probably.
Yeah, I think your mom told me earlier that it's not just Lemonade Day, that you do this a number of times in the summer, right?
That is true.
That's the greatest part about Lemonade Day. You don't, the entrepreneurs don't actually have to set up on the day. You could do weekends before, weekends after. Lemonade Day is just kind of the hub or the date, but if you're not able to do it that weekend, that's just fine as well.
So maybe this is more for Josie and Christine. Is there some sort of a mechanism for communicating with the national, kind of organizers and sharing best practices and that kind of thing, just to, kind of be part of that community?
Yeah, so we do have a contact at National. Her name's Taylor. She's very helpful with all of our questions. We also have access to the main Lemonade Day website, and then it includes all the other cities that do Lemonade Day, so we can look at their ideas and what they do. Always looking for new ways to do things. Yeah.
We really follow on Facebook the National Lemonade Day Facebook page as well as other Lemonade Day cities. So Lemonade Day city directors are able to communicate and ask questions, and if they see a cool picture that someone posted where everyone's willing to share and at least get the word out more. Yeah.
Janya?
Okay, Nyla, this one's for you. Do you have friends who also participate in Lemonade Day?
I don't think so.
Okay. And what would you tell somebody who was thinking about participating in Lemonade Day? What would you tell if like a kid came up to you and said, "Hey, is it cool? Should I do this?" What would you say to them?
I would say, well, it is fun, so you should come do it. And you get to make money, you get to save it, spend it, and share it. So that is what I would say.
That's awesome. I would sign up right away if I was young.
I think we have a new city champion here, maybe.
I guess so, yeah. Jared's been replaced.
Or Johnny's going to start her own stand.
So I have a question for the people running Lemonade Day. You said that you were going to team up with Dickinson about changing the date. Are you going to team up with Dickinson about anything else? Are you going to have like an event maybe in Dickinson that people from Bismarck can come over and attend, or vice versa? How do you see your relationship of Dickinson growing?
Wow, that's a really good question. Something to think about for us. I would love to see that. That's a really great idea, is to get more involved together. Right now, I think we're just partnering on the date itself right now, but I love the idea. I think we'll write that down and see how we can even grow that part of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sonia?
I'm sorry, I keep getting these ideas. You said grow, which is perfect, 'cause that's what my question is. So do you have a goal for next year? And do you have a capacity limit? I mean, is there?
There isn't a capacity, I would say. So, like I think Josie had mentioned, in 2020, just because of COVID, our numbers had dropped from the year before. I think the year before we were at 600. It actually had dropped to about 250 in 2020. Brought it right back up to 475-ish. I would like to see next year back to 600 and kind of in full strength. Would be, I think, our goal.
Yeah.
Next year, we're going to be ordering more material. So these really cool shirts, as well as the backpack. I think we'll probably try to hit that 600 mark so we have enough material for 600 entrepreneurs.
What's the biggest challenge in getting those numbers? Is it, what all are you doing to make that happen?
Our biggest challenge?
I would say the biggest challenge is probably just getting the word out there. We do many, many different things to get it out there, but it's always, what else can we do? We set up our little Lemonade Day tent. We tried we went to the mall this year. We went to Bismarck's YMCA, and then at the zoo on the kickoff event, and that's how we got more people as well. But just always looking for new ways to get the word out there through social media or the radio or TV. Yeah.
Yeah, that little booth, if you ever see it, it is just it's so cute. But Josie's 100% right. We're just looking at other places to bring that booth to. The one day that we were planned to go to the Larks was about 45-mile-per-hour wind,
Yeah.
so we couldn't bring it there. It would have flown away. It has a
Flown away.
canopy, so that was our one missed opportunity this year, but we do plan to go back next year if Larks will have us.
Cool. Well, you have to come back and share community announcements as it's getting close again
Yes.
next year to kind of help with that awareness if you can. Nyla, a question for you. You gave not a third of your profit, but you gave a half of your profit to Heaven's Helpers. How did you choose Heaven's Helpers? Why did you choose them?
Because I've been there before, and it's like they help, they serve things, like it's very helpful for people, so I decided to give it to them. And it's because not only that, like they, you get to serve it, you get to do cool things there, you get to make it. It's really, really cool.
I bet they really appreciated that too.
They probably did.
Now I have another quick question for you, and sorry if I missed this earlier, but can you talk about where you located your stand? Is it in front of your house, or have you tried other locations?
Usually it's mostly in our house, at our house. So
You seem to get lots of traffic there, apparently.
our street is really packed, but nobody comes.
I think we need to, your lemonade is good enough that we need to find a super high traffic spot because everybody needs to try that lemonade. All of you need to try that lemonade if you haven't. Wow, what's your favorite of the lemonades you brought today?
It probably is strawberry.
Okay, little frozen chunks of strawberry. It's amazing. Yes.
Nyla, I have a question for you. So, when you're making the lemonade, is it a team effort? Does your family help you, or do you do it all by yourself?
My mom helps me.
Well, that's good. I looked at. I expected a pitcher of lemonade this morning when I suggested that the winner bring some lemonade, and it's like a deli counter of lemonade, and it was just like, wow, we could sell tickets to this.
And her presentation out there is amazing. You have napkins that are lemon, and you have straws
Fun
and
straws, yeah.
little cups and the whole 9 yards.
And it looks like your price sheet from your lemonade stand was there. It's all laminated, and those dispensers are incredible. And nothing like my first lemonade stand. No, not even close.
Nope.
What else? Do you get a sense of how our community's involvement in this compares with others around the country? Any, just from the Facebook looking that you do? And
That is a very good question. I guess I can't compare. I know that we're doing a really great job of getting the word out there. There's always, of course, more that you could do. I mean, I've had other cities reach out to me and say, I saw this on Facebook of yours, or I saw this on Facebook, and they wanted to learn more. So I think there's opportunity, of course, for us to grow and other cities as well to grow.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Question.
Actually, I have two questions. My first question is, do you have anything, or have you thought about doing like a Google map thing on Lemonade Day so everyone can see where all the stands are? Do we do anything like that?
Yes. So on our website, there's something called Brand Your Stand. And this is where participants are able to put in their address of where they're going to be located and on Lemonade Day. And so anybody who wants to visit those stands, it's one location. You go to our website, and it's right there.
And my second question is, do any of the businesses that have the lemonade stands outside them, do they see any increase in traffic or anything for people going to sponsor the kids?
I would say yes, definitely. Yeah, like so at Grand Junction, we didn't have one this year, but the last couple years, definitely an increase in traffic because you get the young entrepreneur, then they bring out all their friends, all their family. Hey, I'm over here. So I've definitely noticed an increase in traffic. And just in general, what the coolest thing is just driving around the city, I'd be like, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. They're all over the place. So I feel like it's perfect right in the middle of summer, too. So people are out and about, and I'd say increased traffic everywhere for sure.
Okay, I would just think that would be nice if some of those examples could be given to people, then that'd help other businesses sign up saying, hey, this actually helps my revenue, so.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Great idea.
Yeah.
I can see where that would really help. I think, if there aren't any more questions, I think we're going to maybe go a little early today so Nyla can run up and serve some lemonade and chat with you folks, maybe a little bit more one-on-one, and go from there. So I think with that, we always like to ask the same final question. Peter, would you like to do that for us this morning?
Sure, and maybe this is both for the organizers and Nyla, if you are interested in answering as well, you can certainly do so. But we always ask, what can we do as the Bismarck Mandan 1 Million Cups community to support your guys' mission and vision of this organization?
I would say reach out to us if you're a business or if you have a young entrepreneur and would like to get them involved. Tell your friends, tell your family, get as many people on board as we possibly can. I think this has such a great opportunity to grow, and I think that will really help us as Lemonade Day.
Yeah, I would say sharing the word as much as you can. If you know of kids that don't even know of Lemonade Day, ask them if it's something they'd be interested in, and we'd be more than happy to share all about it with them.
I would say, follow the Lemonade Day pages on social media. Share that when the time comes around, too. You could even do something like we did with the coloring pages. Get involved that way. If you're a business owner, you could put up little coloring sheets. And then, I'd say social media, too. Just, help spread the word on social media and get more kids involved and show them that entrepreneurship is awesome.
Nyla, what can these people all do to help support you with your entrepreneurial endeavors?
Probably come to my lemonade stand. And probably get some lemonade.
Just don't show up. You gotta.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for all being here. I'm so appreciative of the role that the Bismarck Mandan Chamber EDC plays in this. Jared, bringing your energy into this, and it's such a cool collaboration in the community. And Nyla, thanks for having a lemonade stand, and thanks for joining us today. It's been really nice having you. Thank you for bringing lemonade that we can all enjoy. Let's have a round of applause for these guys. All right, next 2 weeks, we've got Pay Active coming up on the 11th, and we've got Venue 25 on the 18th, so you'll want to be here for that. And beyond that, if somebody that you know would like to join us on stage sometime, pretty simple process. Just go to millioncups.com/bizman. Very, very easy to apply. We get the application in, we look at it, we get in touch with you, and next thing you know, you're up here sharing your story. So thanks for being here, y'all. Have a good week.